Hi everyone, Thomas here and welcome back to another video. So today I'm back here for another mansion build, and today we're going to go ahead and build this Hamptons mansion. So if you want to go ahead and download it for yourself, it is up in the gallery now. My originality is real, Thomas TV1. So I'm lying again by saying that because it isn't up on the gallery as I'm doing this voiceover, but by the time you see this video then hopefully. So I actually haven't finished the build, which is normally the case for these mansion builds. But first, if you don't know, I do mansion builds every Sunday here on my channel. Normally a 64 by 64 lot, but you know, just depends really. Sometimes a 50 by 50, but you know, still a mansion at the end of the day. So today, like I said, we're building a Hamptons mansion. So it's kind of like a traditional style for, you know, what I do for mansions, but just like the Hamptons theme is something I haven't done before. And I realised, kind of looking at the items that we've got with cats and dogs, that a lot of those items are kind of similar to what you would see if you searched up, like, you know, Hamptons mansion on Google Images or something. So, you know, when I searched that up on Google, I saw similar style windows. Even some of the windows were like literally exactly the same as a few of the ones that we've got with cats and dogs, and also kind of like the shingled siding as well, which we've got with cats and dogs. I've seen that a few times, so I did use that in today's build. So I found this image on Google Images, which is kind of just like a so it had that blue siding that I used, and it kind of has those little octagonal sort of rooms, or whatever name it is. I get those all mixed up. But I used one of those rooms as well on the front and back. I kind of wish I used them a little bit more because I only used like two of those. So it's like they're on like opposite sides of the home as well. So where it is on the front of the home, it's on the exact same place on the back. So while I'm doing this voiceover, I'm not actually looking at the screen, which is something that I do all the time. It's because I haven't finished the build yet, so I haven't edited it yet. So I'm kind of just doing this voiceover with just knowledge of what I've done so far. So at the minute, I'm up to the point where we've just got done the kitchen and living room. So that's what I've recorded so far. But like I do normally, I do a little bit of it off screen as well, just as the video doesn't turn out to be like over half an hour long, which I don't want to happen. And also, I don't know if you can hear that little creaking sound, which you may have just heard. I'm having to hold up my pop filter. It's so annoying. This new mic stand that I got is just a mess. I'll explain that in just a second. We'll get back to that. Anyway, so like I was mentioning, I do a bit of it off screen. So I do on camera first is kind of the main structure of the home, so you can see what I'm doing, and then I do about like a little bit of the roofing on camera, so you can kind of see the beginning part of it, and then I stop recording so I can finish off the roofing, because normally for these mansion builds it can be a little bit complicated. So just so I'm not here all day on camera doing it, I just, you know, take it out of the video. And then the other things I do off camera is the wall coverings. So I can't remember, but I might have showed you a little bit of the wall coverings of me doing that. But the reason I don't show it all on camera is because for some reason on these big lots, when I'm doing the wall coverings and placing those down on the exterior of the home, it lags so bad for some reason. I have no idea why, and I've heard some people have this problem as well, but it's always on these big mansion builds. Whenever I'm putting the wall coverings down, it's just gets so laggy, so laggy, it's just like horrible. So I don't record when I'm doing that, just so, you know, it's more bearable to watch, I suppose. So I do that off screen as well. But and the other thing as well is that I do the interior wall coverings off screen too, and I do that for a particular reason. That's because you're going to see me do, like, you're going to see the wall coverings when we go in to do the interior finishing. So I feel like there's no point of me showing you me placing down all the wall coverings, all the flooring and things like that, because you're going to see anyway once we move inside. So, you know, there's no point of that really. If it's going to like end up being a really short video or something, then yeah, I'll include it, like I did the other day with the, what home was it? I think it was the perfect suburban home I did, which should have went up yesterday, and I've got a story about that build in just a second. So yeah, I uploaded that yesterday, I think, because I'm recording this on the day of it going up hopefully later, and I don't think, because it was kind of a small lot, I don't think I cut out anything, so you saw the full process of everything. Anyway, so like a couple of other things I cut out the video as well is me doing the floor plan. Sometimes I include a little bit, sometimes I cut it out. In this particular case, I cut it out because it just takes quite a long time. But like I said, if you want to see how I do floor plans, then go back to that video yesterday, as you'll be able to see it in full detail of how I do it all. Before these for these kind of mansion builds, there's a lot of trial and error, kind of going back and forward, seeing what works, what doesn't, and think about how a Sims are going to kind of navigate the lot and things. So I kind of, you know, pay attention a little bit to that. So that's what I do for that. And then the other thing that I do off, off camera is bathrooms. Now, for some reason, I don't know, well, I do actually know why. It's because bathrooms are just so boring. Like, I do the same wall coverings and the same kind of flooring for all of the bathrooms because, on these big lots, it's like not really that exciting of a room. Maybe if I'm doing a small lot, then I might, make some variations to the bathrooms, but it's just a little bit boring. So I just do them all the same because there's no point really, and it's not going to be a room you're going to spend a lot of time in, so, I just do that to kind of save time a little bit. So I do that all off screen because they're literally all exactly the same, and nobody needs to see you doing the bathrooms. I mean, it's not really exciting. I've done bathroom builds in the past, so if you want to see a more interesting bathroom build, then go ahead and check those out. And the last thing I do off screen, wow, it sounds like there's going to be no speed build left, but it ends up being a lot of footage to the left though. And the last thing I do off screen is the terrain paints. So what I do is that I map out with dirt terrain paint where I'm going to put all of the plants and stuff. So I do that off screen just to map it out, and then always, well, probably like 99.9% of the time, I start my landscaping off with those low-lying yellow flower plants. They're just from base game, and I use that as a base for all the landscaping, and then I start recording again, and I go through and put all the flowers down, and then start with all the other bits I've got to do. So that's kind of like the process of doing a speed build. That took way too long than I wanted to explain it, but there you go. Anyway, so back to a few stories that was mentioned earlier. The thing about my mic stand. So I had this mic, it's like I don't know if you have, like, if you make videos and you probably know what I'm talking about, but it's basically this boom stand, it's got like a clamp on one end that attaches to your desk, and it's basically kind of like a metal arm with your microphone on the other end. So I use that because, for, well, two reasons actually. The first one being that I can actually push it out of the way, so it's not sitting on my desk. So when I'm not recording, it's like not in my way, which is great. So I kind of have mine attached to the shelf above my desk. So I kind of just push it up there once I'm finished with it, and it's out the way and I don't have to think about it. If you want to see my desk tour and what my desk looks like, I did actually do a desk tour back in, when was it? February 2017. It might actually just been at the very beginning of March actually, because it's my birthday on the February the 27th, and last year I got this new desk as a birthday present, so I did like a desk tour of it just after my birthday, but it was probably into March by then. So yeah, you can kind of scroll through back, see that, but probably the easiest way to do it would use the search feature and just search for desk tour, and you'll be able to find it that way. So yeah, I did one of those, and you can kind of see how the mic stand looks. So anyway, I got one of those, but the thing is that it has this kind of like, on like screws and stuff, how they have those kind of little grooves, like the tethering on it. Well, it's like the same thing for this, where the microphone attaches to it, but that kind of tethering is all faded away. So my mic stand was, well, the mic was literally balancing on it with no support at all. And before I got this new mic, when it got really bad, the mic was literally falling off the mic stand from a height and making a huge big crashing sound. I remember I was downstairs having my dinner one night, and I heard this massive sound from upstairs, and I came up and my microphone was sitting on my desk. I was like, oh god. So luckily it didn't crack my microphone or break it or crack my desk, which is great. So yeah, that's one less problem to think about. So I've got a new mic stand because that's kind of dangerous, and just to kind of make it a bit easier for myself, so I got one, but it's literally worse because the mic isn't, like, the mic stand can't support the weight of the mic, even though this mic stand is designed for Blue Yetis. It's literally exactly the same as what I had before. The one that I had before was by Raxoy, I believe, but this one is literally exactly the same, but the branding on it says Neewer, like Neewer, on the side. So I don't know, maybe it's made by the same company, just different branding, I don't know. But yeah, so it's really annoying because I have to have a because basically the arm splits off into two little arms. So what I have to do when I'm not using it is that I put a paper clip in between, it sounds so stupid, in between the two arms to stop it from falling down. It's really stupid, but it's literally the only way that works. The one annoying thing is that I have to do that every single time I want to use it, and then put the paper clip back in when I'm not using it. But you know what, it's fine. But I might contact the company, but to be honest, it's just a load of hassle for like a £10 mic stand, which is probably the reason it's so bad, because it's only £10. But we'll just have to deal with it. So yeah, that's what's happening with the mic stand. Anyway, the other thing I mentioned earlier was about that build that should have went up yesterday. So today's currently the 7th of April that I'm recording this on, but it was yesterday for me, which was the 6th, that I uploaded a collab with my friend Chloe from Chloe Sims. So we did a build collab, and you can go ahead and check that out if you want. So it's funny because originally we kind of agreed on the data uploaded of the wait, when was it? The 7th, I think, which is a Saturday, but I asked to move it back to Friday, which is a day before. And we did that, and we uploaded it, but I totally forgot to reschedule my video. So that perfect suburban home went up on Friday, and then I still had the collab video scheduled for yesterday, which was Saturday. So yeah, it was just a mess. So I had to delete the perfect suburban home because I don't know if you know, but if you upload a video and it goes to public and then you private again for it to kind of, to put it up at a later date, it doesn't go to sub boxes then. So you have to delete the video and re-upload it for it to go to sub boxes. So that's what I had to do. So yeah, I kind of was the one who asked to rearrange the date, but I was the one who didn't change the video. So yeah, that was my fault. But the video still ended up, everything was fine. It just means that I have to re-upload the video, which is no problem at all, to be honest. So that's what's been happening. A lot I've said there. And we've still got I don't know how long this build is going to be because, like I said, I haven't edited it yet. So yeah, I'm a little bit unsure of when that's going to happen, when the video is going to end. But we're at 11 minutes in, so I'm probably going to talk for a few more minutes, just so it doesn't end up being really long. The other thing is that with these mansion builds, because I cut so much out the video, like I mentioned earlier, because I don't want it to kind of run over half an hour long, sometimes what happens is, depending on the size of the home that I make, it can end up being the video can be 15 minutes, which is really short for a mansion build. But the other thing is that I'm very selective. Even after cutting out all that stuff, the footage I'm left with, I'm still really selective of what I put in the actual finished recording or edited video file. And that's just because I don't like to bore you too much, because see, if I'm going to be doing a bedroom, and the bedroom next to which I'm going to be working on is literally the exact same wall covering, same shape and everything, I might not include all the footage for that second bedroom, just because it's literally going to be the exact same thing, and it's kind of just, waste of a minute or so. So I kind of just do that and think about it that way, just so I don't bore you too much, and you kind of just see the highlights of the video, I suppose, if that makes sense. Anyway, so another thing I wanted to mention was my Instagram. So I've never really been that big on Instagram, which is kind of very contradictory to what I'm about to say, because my personal Instagram I've posted over 1,000 times. I don't know what it was, but this is I've been using Instagram for I'll probably say about 6 or 7 years now, and on my personal account, which I don't even use anymore, because I kind of just went off the hype of Instagram, because everybody always talks about Instagram this, Instagram that. I'm like, what is so exciting about Instagram? I think the reason is because I do nothing interesting, so I've got nothing to post. So that's probably the reason why. And on my personal Instagram, I haven't posted since January 2016, I think it was. So yeah, I haven't, but I still look on Instagram and stuff. Anyway, so I thought it'd be a good idea to maybe create an account for my channel. So you can go ahead and follow me there. My username is RealThomasTV1, which is the same as my Twitter and my Origin ID. So it's all the same, just to make it easy. So I created an account there, just to kind of, post pictures of my new builds and stuff like that. And sometimes I might even post a few additional screenshots of the build from what you might not see on Twitter, or vice versa. So that's what I do. And I've been kind of contemplating if I should just strictly keep it a Simstagram account, which people call it, just photos for Sims related things, or if I should include kind of in real life photos as well, because this is the only Instagram account I use, and I don't want to be posting Sims photos on my personal account, because I don't want people from school and stuff knowing about my channel. So I don't, that's one of the reasons I don't use that account anymore, which is kind of a good reason for creating this account, so I could actually start posting again Sims stuff, because I don't want to post that on my personal one. Anyway, so the reason I have over 1,000 photos on there was because I had this thing about getting to 1,000 photos and just seeing that number on my account. I don't know what it was, but there's this thing a few years ago which I wanted to do, and I used to do this thing which people used to my friends used to complain about because it was so annoying on the timeline. But I used to do this thing where I'll split. You might have seen it before, where people split one photo up into a grid. So they post 9 photos or something of, or 6 or 3 of that one photo, but kind of split up, so it kind of makes it a bit larger on your profile. But that's kind of a bit annoying to do, because one, it makes it, you have to think about your layout and stuff and how much you're posting, so it keeps the photo layout the same. And the other thing is that it kind of looks a little bit annoying having to post that much. So yeah, I don't really do that anymore. But yeah, so that's probably the reason I got to 1,000 followers. Posts. But yeah, so I created this one for my channel and stuff. So you can go ahead and follow me there. Like I mentioned, my username's RealThomasTV1, and I posted on my story the other day asking if I should kind of post in real life photos as well. I did a poll, so I got 67% of votes saying yes and 33% no's. So you know, I can see, it's funny because I can see the names of the people who voted no, and yes, I think you know who you are. Being shady, but no, I'm not bothered. That's another thing as well, is that people kind of do polls on Twitter and stuff asking for like a yes or no vote, and then if they get more no votes or something, or the thing that they weren't really hoping for, they get all like butthurt and stuff. So yeah, but I'm not bothered. But anyway, most of the votes were saying yes. So I have posted like 1 in real life photo so far, but you know, I'll probably do more coming up. So go ahead and follow me there if you're interested, and I'll be posting some more stuff there. And also my Twitter, which I post on probably even more, because you don't have to post photos on Twitter. So I post a lot more because I'm not doing something interesting all the time. But yeah, like I said, I post in real life photos there, and also a lot of Sims related photos, where you can kind of see some more screenshots, and just if I'm just uploading a new video, I'll probably post it there if it's something kind of significant. If it's just a general little speed build or something, then I might not upload it, but you know, well, upload it to Instagram, I should say. Anyway, that's it for today's video. I'm going to go ahead and end this voiceover here, because I'll presume we're getting close to the end of the video now, since we've been going for about 16 and a bit minutes. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed. In the comment section down below, let me know about what you thought of this build, and if you have any more mansion builds, build ideas in general, or just video ideas in general, general you want to see, like with themes or anything you want to see next, then let me know in the comment section down below, as that'd be really, really helpful. I'm always open to you know, to suggestions and requests and things like that, and I always make a note of them. I might not get around to it straight away, but I always make a note of them, so I kind of can come back to it at some point if I feel like I want to do that idea or something. So yeah, make sure to leave a like, comment, share and subscribe if you haven't, and like I mentioned earlier, this will be up in the gallery. My origin ID is Real Thomas TV1, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!